Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all well. Today I am talking about the book Yoga Sutras for Children by Rupa Pai. This book is really interesting and all of you can gain a lot of knowledge from this. Coming to the book, Yoga Sutra talks about strength and staying power. Yoga Sutras give answers to humanity's most oldest questions such as who am I really? What is this universe around me? What is the point of life? Is death really that scary? Yoga is a practice which yokes together body and mind and spirit, your human self with your divine self. According to Katha Upanishad, which is older than Gita, the young Nachiketa learns rules and knowledge of yoga from Yama, the lord of death. Yama promises Nachiketa that if he practices yoga every day, he can free himself from death. According to Maharishi Patanjali, he says that yoga is the stilling of changing mind. Maharishi Patanjali explains 10 dazzling secrets or sutras in this book, which I will explain to you one by one. The first secret, there is no time like present. The summary of this secret is that now is the first step of your disciplined life. Now is the opposite of procrastination and laziness. If you are planning to do something from a long time but are unable to do it, this is because you have not said now to yourself. Every morning, instead of thinking negative about yourself, start thinking positively. Whatever it is, make a resolution and start practicing it from now. For beginning, always start simple tasks instead of having complex tasks and try to improve. Secret number 2. Staying on the Vritti train. Yoga, Chitti, Vritti, Nirodha. Yoga means the controlling of mind. Chitta means the mind and the Vritti means changing and Nirodha means stop. The Chitta is divided into 3 layers. Manas, Buddhi and Ahankara. The Manas collects the data, which is the lower layer of the mind, and the Buddhi makes the decisions, which is the upper mind. And Ahankara is a branch of mind which thinks of itself as I, which separates itself from everyone and everything. That is ego. Let us learn how all of these work together. Our 5 senses, sight, hearing, smell, taste and touch, give all the data to the Manas. The Manas then processes itself at an elementary level and then gives this to the Buddhi. The Buddhi processes this and gives its decision, which is then executed by the Manas. This is illustrated in an ancient book where it tells us about a chariot with 5 horses, where the chariot is the body, the 5 horses is the 5 senses, and the reins is the Manas, and the charioteer is the Buddhi. The person who is riding in the chariot, he is the Purush or Mahatma, who is your true self. The charioteer or the Buddhi does not keep control over the reins or the Manas. Then the 5 horses or 5 senses will gallop away, either in search of something which is pleasant to see, hear, smell and taste. Without the Buddhi, without the horses, the chariot will not able to properly go. It will either fall into a ditch or crash against a rock, which will become its end. That is why we have to keep track of our senses and our manas. Vrittis. Vrittis, you can consider vrittis as the thoughts, emotions and different decisions made out of the 3 layers of the chitta. You can consider chitta as a lake and vritti as endless amount of waves rising from it. Nirodha, the stilling of chitta vritti. See, in our mind so many thoughts come, and if we start reacting to every thought, we will be disturbed and the thoughts will start controlling over us. But instead, we should control the thoughts. This can be done possible by practicing yoga. By practicing yoga, all of these thoughts will reduce and we can control over our life and we will be more peaceful. Secret number 3. You are not the storm, but you are the calm, peaceful center. Most of the time, we believe what we see and feel and we think towards it. But it is not always correct. Because once we become the seer and we realize later on that we are not the storm, but we are the calm, peaceful center. If we understand this now, we can perform anything without fear and we can perform at our peak performance and nothing will disturb us. Maharshi Patanjali tells that if your Chitta lake is calm, steady, then it will become a mirror and it will reflect. You can see beautiful scenery, you will look very beautiful. But if your Chitta lake is disturbed and not steady, you will look ugly and it will not reflect anything. So to become peaceful and steady, one must practice silence, meditation and yoga. Secret number 4. You can be anything, everything and nothing. If you are not practicing yoga, that means your Chitta lake is not still and you are not able to see your true self and you will get trapped in your thoughts. Slowly, this will become your identity. You are what your thoughts are. And if this happens, this is a warning alert that you might live in fear eternally. The only way to come out of this is by separating us from our emotions and thoughts. See, in this world so many things happen and we cannot control all of them. But we can control our own thoughts and emotions because they happen in our mind only by practicing yoga. Maharshi Patanjali gives a step-by-step procedure of yoga for the same. I am not my thoughts, but I can watch my thoughts. I am not my feelings, but I am the boss of my feelings. I am not my body, but I am grateful for this piece of engineering which allows me to experience and enjoy the world. I am not my mind, but I am a faster, quicker decision-making machine. I am the energy and awareness which allows all of this to happen. Secret number 5. Know your thought bucket and remove the unwanted ones regularly. According to Maharshi Patanjali, all of our thoughts fall into the following 5 categories. It is something you have either understood correctly, that is the right knowledge. It is something you have misunderstood, that is wrong knowledge. You are conjuring up something, that is imagination. You are trying to remember something, that is memory. You are not thinking anything at all, that is sleep. In a minute, infinite amount of thoughts come into our head. But we have to always identify the right knowledge because it will help us. But if we identify the wrong knowledge, it will confuse us. It would be such a wonderful thing if we were able to throw all the unwanted stuff out of our mind. It would create ton of space which we can use for stuff which we consider important. Secret number 6. You can change your nature. Simply redesign your Chitta. Your samskaras are the main channels for your own Chitta. If you are habitually lazy by nature, it is because of the laziness channels in your Chitta. Therefore, think good. Your life will become good. Secret 7. Find joy in the present, inspiration in the past, and purpose in the future. Secret number 8. Top hacks for success. Long-term commitment, steadfast practice, great reverence. Controlling our minds is one of the hardest things to do on earth. But there are several people who have achieved so much. But they also have the same 24 hours in a day as we all have. But how do they achieve so much? Because they stick to their schedule they have drawn up. We all are brilliant at making plans, timetables and to-do lists. But how many of us end up following it? In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks Krishna that his mind is restless and it is in a storm and it is harder to control than the wind. And Krishna gives a simple solution for this. Abhyasa Vairagya. Abhyasa is practice. Practice is the effort taken to make the mind focus. And Vairagya is dispassion, which means not craving for things very often. If we practice these two things every year, month, day and hour, and with great reverence, then success is yours. Secret number 9. For a clear and discerning mind, start with faith. According to Maharshi Patanjali, to start the journey of the stillness of mind, start with faith, because faith gives us the courage and energy to reach our goals with even more focus and determination, which helps us to make good choices and better decisions. I will give you an example for this. During Ramayana, when Hanuman and the monkey army and Lord Rama wanted to cross the ocean to reach the Lanka, Hanuman and the monkey army used to write on the stones Rama and Rama. When they put this into the ocean, it apparently floated. This was the power of faith towards Rama that Hanuman and the monkey army had. Secret number 10. 5 ingredient recipe for calmness. Be friendship with happy people. Be kind to unhappy people. Take joy in the well-being of others. Meditate in the name of infinite. And always be even-minded with the non-virtue. With this, we have come to an end of today's book review. Hope you have all learned the Yoga Sutras. It is not always about listening to them, but also applying it. If you start practicing all of this, then surely you will get your results. With this, I am Sohan signing off. I will return with another fantastic book review. Thank you.